Most couples in an anxious and avoidant pairing want to know if the relationship can work. And the answer is yes, but with nuance. The first step is making sure you don't get stuck in what's called the anxious-avoidant trap. So, what is that? It's when the anxious partner keeps seeking reassurance and closeness, and the avoidant partner pulls back and takes space. The anxious partner personalizes that distance and reaches out more, trying to secure the connection. The avoidant feels pressured and like they're losing their independence and retreats further. That cycle can go on for years. If you're in that trap, you can get out of it. But it requires both partners to stop reacting to each other's behavior and stop turning the dynamic into a pattern or a game. Thriving in an anxious avoidant relationship comes down to three habits. 1. Consistent transparency. A lot of problems come from guessing. When there's silence or withdrawal, both partners fill in the blanks with fear. The first habit is about creating clarity before either person makes an assumptions. That means keeping communication open, not constant but predictable. Letting each other know when you're feeling off or when you need space helps both nervous systems settle. It removes that walking on eggshells feeling. For example, the avoidant partner can help by giving gentle updates rather than disappearing. This means letting the anxious partner know when they need a bit of me time and that they will be back. This takes the guesswork out of it for the anxious partner. The anxious partner can help by expressing how they feel and being clear about their needs without assuming the worst. This can look like the anxious partner explaining calmly to the avoidant that they feel panicked when there's no contact as their mind jumps to the worst. It also looks like letting their partner know what soothes their nervous system, like a daily check-in. Neither person has to explain every emotion, just enough to stop the guessing game. Transparency reduces panic and misunderstanding, which are the biggest drivers of conflict in this dynamic. The second habit is healthy boundaries. What both the anxious and avoidant need to come to realize is that space isn't punishment and closeness isn't control. Write it on a post-it note and stick it on the fridge because it's essential to this dynamic. Healthy boundaries don't push people away. They create structure that both people can trust. Boundaries might look like the avoidant partner setting clear times for alone time or activities that help them reset, and doing that proactively, not reactively. This helps the anxious partner settle because they know what to expect. They understand the space and don't panic. For the anxious partner, boundaries might mean learning to tolerate short periods of space and finding ways to stay calm during that time. Self-soothing can come from developing hobbies, exploring genuine friendships, and doing things that help them stay calm and engaged in their lives outside of the relationship. You can even build this together. Talk about what each person needs to feel balanced, discuss what's reasonable and where flexibility can exist. When both people know the rules of engagement, they don't take things as personally. It's no longer, they're ignoring me or they're smothering me. It becomes, this is how we function best as a team. The third habit is repair, and this one determines whether the relationship lasts. Every couple has conflict. What matters is how they come back from it. Repair means reconnecting after a disagreement instead of letting distance grow. It doesn't have to be a big conversation. What matters is acknowledgement through showing the other person that you still care, even if you're not ready to talk in depth yet. When couples repair consistently, both nervous systems start to relax because the body learns that conflict doesn't mean it's over. For the anxious partner, repair means taking a pause to calm your body before reaching back out, instead of reacting in panic. Learning to respond instead of react is a good skill to learn. For the avoidant partner, repair means returning sooner than feels comfortable, not leaving space to stretch into silence. Those small, steady repair moments teach both partners that love can handle tension without falling apart. For the anxious partner, the most powerful thing you can do is focus on regulating your own system. That means calming your body before taking action. When you feel that urge to chase or overthink, take a moment to slow down, breathe, move, distract yourself. It's important to spend time getting to know what activities signal safety and calm to your body. Also, try to question the stories your mind tells you. When your partner takes space, ask yourself, is there real evidence that something's wrong? Or am I reacting to uncertainty? This simple awareness helps break the cycle. You can see the behavior for what it is not and not personalize it. And most importantly, avoid trying to trigger attention. Don't use jealousy, silence, or delayed replies to make your partner react. That turns the dynamic into a game, and it always backfires. Your calm is what builds trust. It tells your partner that they don't have to escape the relationship to feel free and independent. For the avoidant partner, it's important to understand that constant withdrawal prevents the relationship from ever feeling safe enough to deepen. The work here is about communication and consistency. Take space when you need to, but let your partner know when that space is coming and when you plan to reconnect. This takes the guesswork out of the entire process for the anxious and helps them calm. When the anxious person knows what to expect, they can give space more freely and comfortably. When you disappear without context, the anxious partner's nervous system goes into alarm mode. That's when they pursue harder and the cycle restarts. Also, try to let small moments of closeness happen without rushing to escape. You might notice discomfort, but that's just your body's way of learning something new. Over time, and you'll see that staying connected doesn't erase your independence. It adds emotional balance to it. But you have to practice it. When avoidant partners create predictability and anxious partners create calm, the relationship becomes stable. Breaking out of the anxious-avoidant trap isn't about learning tricks or reading scripts. It's about retraining how your body and mind react to closeness and distance. For the anxious, that means finding steadiness inside yourself before looking for it outside. For the avoidant, that means learning that connection doesn't equal loss of control or independence. And for both, it means sitting in small moments of discomfort long enough for safety to become familiar to the nervous system. The nervous system can rewire, but there will be some discomfort in the process. The anxious-avoidant trap loses power the moment both partners stop reacting to fear and start responding with awareness. That's when anxious and avoidant stop being opposites and start becoming a partnership that actually works.